You're listening to the English Football Podcast. Hello and welcome to the English Football Podcast. Hello listener, and today we will go through the England versus USA match. What are your views on it, Theo?
I thought it was pretty poor from England. We didn't have any urgency. We just did. Shooting was terrible, defending was bad, and I think altogether we played pretty poor. And we should have made a lot of subs sooner. And for people like Foden who didn't come on, that should have been made. I think Saka didn't play at his best. Kane, I don't know why they even played him because he did have that ankle injury, but give Callum Wilson a go. And I think Maguire was the best player, to be honest, but played pretty bad.
What about you, Luca?
Oh, what is Southgate doing? He needs to bring in some more players. He can't speak with the same. He can't play with the same players every. Well, yeah, I know that's what you do, but he needs to bring in some fresh legs. He doesn't need to make a change in the 80th minute, whatever. He needs to bring in people like Mount was shocking that game. We need more from him. We need to bring in people like Foden. Foden needs to at least have a game. He needs to have a chance because he can bring new energy. But yeah, it was poor. It shows something when USA are playing so much better than you. And Harry Maguire, that just shows if Harry Maguire was doing well for us and you couldn't see it any other players, then yeah, it was a poor display.
Well, they were saying about, I think after the game, Roy Keane and a few others in the studio, they were saying about how Jack Grealish came on instead of Foden. They weren't very happy with that. Yeah. Do you think Foden should have come on?
I think Foden should have. What did Grealish come on for Saka?
I don't know.
But I think they both of them are good fresh legs because they both have so much energy, and when they come on that pitch, they can create so many chances. I think if I was Southgate, I would have put on Foden first. Grealish, obviously, yeah, because he did score last game, but that one goal won't reflect his whole performance. I think Foden should have came on before. Maybe give Grealish a chance afterwards when you're making another sub, but just sub sooner and give the people who haven't had a chance that are good. Like, he plays for Man City, for God's sake, one of the best, the best team in Europe.
So does Grealish.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Foden, he needs to at least have some game time. Not Trent though.
What do you think about that, Theo? Foden and Grealish should Grealish have come on over Foden?
Well, I don't know because there's people like, obviously, I think Rashford came on, didn't he? Yeah. And then there's obviously Foden and Grealish, but so far this season, Foden has been better. Like, we've seen that, and he does play better for England. I mean, like Luke was saying, Grealish did score, but he didn't actually show up a lot in the game. And as Foden, he would have just brought maybe just a little spark or just something. But how do you feel?
I mean, the things he brings to Man City as well, you know, he's really brilliant for Man City, obviously, and I think we need that in an England side, especially struggling against well, they look pretty good, USA. I mean, now it's only that we only need to, I think it's 4-0. Yeah. If we lose 4-0 to Wales, then we go out.
It's not going to happen. I mean, I do feel quite bad for Wales. They're obviously not got a win. So I think going through will be USA and England, definitely. And if we don't beat Wales, it's just a bit embarrassing, only because people are saying, we're definitely going to get top, easy ride. But USA have been really good this year. But I think when they come out of this group, I think they might lose straight away. It's not the toughest of groups. Like, if they had a group with France or someone, they wouldn't have done well. I think just a little easy group for England and USA, but have we seen it's been quite tough?
I mean, at the moment, it's currently Netherlands, Qatar, and Senegal. Senegal against
just scored 2-1.
Against Senegal. No, it's 2-1 Senegal. So if if England do finish in second, we will have to play Netherlands in the round of 16.
That is,
So
yeah,
and from the
I'll-
performances, definitely against USA, we've got no chance.
and it's just if we don't beat Wales today as well, then it kind of just shows. If we don't beat Wales, I'm not being, but Netherlands, they have been good this year. I mean, it's Qatar, they are easy, but still, I think if we're playing Netherlands after just playing like USA, Wales, and Iran, it's just going to come as a big shock, and I don't think we'll be ready. I think we should give Callum Wilson or Rashford a go up front, just because I think rest Kane for this last game against Wales, and then we will get through for this big game. I think play him, just save him for them. Let's just talk about the Iran-Wales game. What a game! Did you watch it? 108.
No.
Well, the goals, amazing goals. One was he curled it from outside the box, bottom corner, 108th minute. And then the 111th or something, because there's so much added time now. 111th minute, he chipped it. Oh, what a game. I felt bad for Wales, though, obviously, but yeah, that was a great game. And during the game, there were lots of good action. Just no goals came from it. But, yeah, did you hear why there are so much added time?
I think they stop it now. Even if it goes out for a throw, they'd stop the clock. So
they just want more time because apparently, like average, it's 60 minutes in a game out there actually play. So they just want to make it more. Apparently, they're not going to take that approach in the Prem. I think it's just for the World Cup, and because if there wasn't that much added time, the scores would have been so different. Just like in that Wales game, it would have been such a different result in this World Cup if they'd stay to what like the Premier League are doing, for instance.
I mean, let's also just talk about, because it did happen as well in the US game. There's been, I don't know how many there are now. I think 5 or 6 0-0s so far. There was only one in the whole 2018 World Cup, and there's already been 5 in the group stage. Yeah.
Only one. Yeah, I know. It's been so not boring. Well, some games, like I watched the Croatia, Croatia Morocco. That was one of the most boring games ever. Or Croatia Tunisia, I'm not sure. But that was such a boring game. Some of them, like the England game for me, that was just boring. Some of them are actually some great games, even though you wouldn't think a 0-0. But when you watch the game, chances at each end, great play. But some of them are good. But if, like you said, I didn't know that one draw 0-0 in the 2018. There's so many already. We need to see some more goals, like Spain 7-0. We need to see that. And how did they beat Costa Rica 7-0, and then Costa Rica come out with a win against Japan, who beat Germany? It's just none of it makes sense.
Do you think? I know it's going off the sort of England talk of this, but do you think in that group that maybe Germany could get through now? Because for Germany to get through, they need to beat Costa Rica and Spain need to beat Japan, and that's quite likely. Thea, do you think they will?
Japan, they have done well. I mean, I don't know how Costa Rica beat them, but they've done really well. And but if you're saying that if both of them, Germany and Spain, win, then that's quite possible. I think it's gonna happen because Spain this year have been really good, and Germany, they haven't been the best, but they can still beat Japan. No, Costa Rica, sorry.
I do think Germany will get through. I think from an England point of view, after especially the Japan loss, we thought, yippee, Germany's not gonna be in the knockouts, so that's another good team that we'd have to face out of the group. So, I think from an England perspective, it's not great. Although, I think hopefully we can beat Wales tonight. Although that's exactly what we said last time for the US game.
I think everybody thought we were going to win, like an easy walk in the park, but it wasn't. As much as there has been so many 0-0 games, there has been some amazing results. Like, it doesn't have to be many goals, but still, the turnarounds, like Japan, like you just said, Japan-Germany, no one would have really expected that, especially when Germany went 1-0 up, like 10th minute penalty. And then same with it's the penalty card. Same with Messi in Argentina, and I did feel bad for them. They had three offside goals that game. One of them they checked the wrong player, so that should have been allowed anyway. But there has been some shocking matches as well as there has 0-0.
I know. Again, it's off the England talk of it. Qatar are now the fastest team to fastest host to get knocked out in a World Cup now.
Yeah, they wouldn't make it if it wasn't in Qatar. They wouldn't make it in the World Cup ever. So I mean, yeah, it's fair. Yeah, they're not a good team as well. I mean, they haven't really played well in any game, to be honest. And now losing 2-0 to Netherlands and oh no, they haven't scored. It was a foul, but yeah, the teams are too big for them. They shouldn't. They were never going to get through anyway. But I saw. I don't agree with this. I'll check with you. But I was reading the other day in an article that the world rankings of each World Cup team in 60th place, the lowest in the World Cup, is Ghana. Like Ghana, as much as Ghana aren't the big teams like Germany or England or Belgium and that, still, a team like Qatar, who you don't recognise any of their players and obviously can't perform in the World Cup, they were like 40th or something. There's a team like Ghana. Look at their players. They got Partey. They've got loads more, but still, Partey's obviously best.
Because he plays for Arsenal.
Yeah. But when you look at their squad or their starting 11 or whatever, it is such a quality team. Some of their players you didn't realise, and it's such a quality team. I don't get how they do rank so low, because when you see them play, they do play some good football as well.
So, do you lads think we could get a result against Wales?
Yeah. What about you? I think we can. It will, because they've got their second choice keeper because he got a red, but I think it'll be 2-1 England, maybe 3-1, but we will. I'm pretty sure we can win.
Well, it won't matter whether they have their keeper or not if we can't create chances like we did against USA. And also, just quickly, that US side looked pretty good. I think the same time as England kick off, they play Iran. Obviously, Iran with a good win against Wales earlier. Do you think a good US side can beat a good Iran side?
Yeah. USA can definitely go through with 3 points in this game, because I think they're going to make it through the group stage anyway, and if they can beat Iran, they've drawn to England, they've beat Wales, and did they? Sorry, I've forgotten. They drawn to Wales, and I think they can get an easy points. I mean, England won 6-2, and if they've kept a draw with us, reckon they can win like a 3-0 maybe, because solid team USA. As much as people did doubt USA and mocking them for being such a bad team and that, I do think the quality they showed, I don't know whether it was their quality or just how poor England were, a bit of both, but the quality they did show creating chances and stuff like that. On the wings they got Pulisic and Timothy Weah. Timothy Weah's he's coming to be a great player. I think the quality they've shown in when they can play, sort of in defence, but I think the attack's their main threat. The quality they show, I think they could easily beat the Iran side, but just like I said, Iran shown that same quality against Wales, so they could easily beat USA, but I think it will eventually outcome to USA win.
Right then. Thank you for listening. You've been listening to the English Football Podcast. Subscribe for just £1 a month to get exclusive debate weeks and episodes. Spotify. Only on Spotify, and exclusive episodes only subscribers can watch. I'm Callum.
I'm Theo, and I'm Luca.
See you next time.